Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Monday, April 29th, 2024. There has been an increase in Sheriff's Department reports of guns and ammunition turning up in unusual places around the Morongo Basin. If you find yourself in this situation, online news editor Robert Hayden has the safe and legal way to take care of it.
If you have found a firearm or ammunition and want to dispose of it responsibly, but you aren't comfortable handling it, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Station says it's as simple as calling them and asking a deputy to come and take possession of it. However, if you do feel safe handling the firearm or ammo and want to turn it in, you can take it to the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station. It's best to call ahead so the station knows to expect it. And once you've arrived, check in at the front window first without the firearm. Once the clerk takes the firearm, you'll be provided with a receipt or case number for record keeping. The Sheriff's Department says that they have a duty to document how they've received the firearm and from who, just in case it's later found to be involved in a crime, and they may ask you basic questions involving what you know about the firearm. If you wish to remain anonymous but still want to turn in a firearm, you can call the We Tip line to report it. That number is 1-800-78-CRIME, and the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station can be contacted at 760-366-4175. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
If you're traveling from the high desert to Big Bear this week, expect delays on State Route 18. Caltrans will be replacing culverts along the highway from Lucerne Valley to Big Bear Dam, and only one lane will be open to traffic in both directions, necessitating flagging and traffic control. Construction begins today and will be happening all week long from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. There is good news for Morongo Valley residents who are tired of their washed-out dirt roads. A special roads district is being formed for locals by locals, and the first meeting is Tuesday at 6 p.m. in Covington Park's Mesquite Room. Assignment reporter and Morongo Valley resident Gabriel Hart has the meeting's agenda and explains exactly what a special roads district is.
Join your Morongo Valley neighbors to discuss how we can maintain our roads and keep them private while providing your input on the project. Organized by community member Grace Hamilton and to be attended by the San Bernardino Special District's personnel. This meeting is significant for homeowners living between North Star Trail and Navajo Trail. The first steps to becoming an affordable special district with the County of San Bernardino for maintenance of our local roads is to dispel misinformation, get facts, obtain information to the landowners, and raise enough funds to cover the costs. Once funds are raised, the county mails ballots to all affected landowners for a pass-fail vote. Then the money is returned to residents who paid into the project. All of this starts by talking to neighbors to get an idea if this initiative is supported by the majority of the landowners. To aid in gaining support, Grace Hamilton has created the fact-based website crappyroads92256.com. For the link, please visit the story at Z107.7FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
What can only be described as Lander's most beloved UFO is now safely ensconced at its landing pad outside the Landers post office. The saucer, which has 3 space aliens peering out its windows, was returned to its original location last week by the Landers Association. Reporter Mike Lipsitz fills us in with this dispatch from near the landing zone.
The 4-foot-tall by 8-foot-wide saucer had been held at the Landers Association for about 5 weeks while it underwent a major restoration. The association took the UFO for safekeeping after it miraculously appeared near the landing pad following 6 anxious months, during which time Landers residents only knew that the UFO had disappeared. While some speculated it had been stolen, others felt it must have been recalled to a mothership. Thus far, the 3 aliens aboard, whose names are unpronounceable, have remained tight-lipped about what they may have been through during their 6 months away. What is known is that the association has restored the ship, patching and painting the outer skin and securing its footings. Landers UFO first appeared in the Waterwise demonstration garden outside Landers Post Office in 2018. The ship is a popular stop for picture taking. With new safeguards in place, hopes are that the ship will not disappear again. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The 73rd Annual National Day of Prayer will be held in 29 Palms on Thursday. The nationwide day of observance is held on the first Thursday of May and is recognized locally by the 29 Palms Ministerial Association. They will hold 3 services throughout the day in 29 Palms, each led by City Council member and Association President MacArthur Wright. The first 2 services will be held at 7 a.m. and noon at Veterans Park, located at 6136 Adobe Road. The third service will be at 6:30 p.m. at Gospel Fellowship Christian Center Church, located at 5898 Adobe Road. 29 Palms Mayor Stephen Bilderain will present a proclamation at the morning service. Services will feature speakers and representatives from many of the High Desert's churches, as well as representatives from local schools and businesses. Theater 29 has had a change of production, and a Nuntastic musical is taking the place of a previously scheduled production. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells you all about the unconventional change.
Earlier this season, Theater 29 announced the desert debut of the off-Broadway musical Disenchanted as part of their 2023-24 season. Due to unforeseen casting difficulties, they were not able to continue that project. Director Charles Harvey will replace it with the hugely popular ecumenical musical Nonsense. With catchy songs and irreverent humor, Nonsense is sure to keep audiences rolling with laughter. Featured in the cast of a small group of nuns who put on a talent show to raise funds to bury their last 4 dead sisters due to an accidental poisoning by soup incident at the convent, are Mother Superior Laura Harwood, Mistress of Novices Sister Hubert, played by Lisa Hodgson, Wisecracking Sister Robert Ann, played by Kimberly Sontag, Forgetful Sister Amnesia, portrayed by Tiffany Crocker, and Ballerina Sister Leo, played by Melissa McNeil. The production will remain May 24th through June 9th, with tickets available now at theater29.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, Chris Plummer, loving husband and devoted father, passed away suddenly on January 5th, 2024. He was born in Cleveland, Ohio on February 8th, 1968 and lived in Maple Heights, Ohio, before moving back to California. Chris played football for Akron University and San Diego State University. After college, Chris remained in the Los Angeles area and worked as a consultant and network administrator for companies like Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, the Guitar Center, and the Gas Company. In 2002, Chris married the love of his life, Meredith. The very next year, they moved to 29 Palms to start a family. There, they welcomed daughters Isabel and Natalie. Chris fulfilled a childhood dream, graduating from the Fire Academy and EMT program at Copper Mountain College. Chris enjoyed serving as a volunteer firefighter and EMT for the Morongo Basin. He worked as a network administrator for Eisenhower Medical Center, the Morongo Unified School District, Copper Mountain College, the G6, and Naval Hospital aboard the 29 Palms Marine Base. Chris will be remembered for his kind heart, infectious smile, and the warmth of his presence. He is survived by his loving wife Meredith and daughters Isabel and Natalie, sister Shelley, and parents Lynn and Troxel. Chris is preceded in death by his brother Michael. A funeral service to celebrate Chris's life will be held on May 18th at 1 p.m. at the 29 Palms Cemetery, followed by a reception at the 29 Palms Inn. In lieu of flowers or donations, we can all honor Chris by practicing kindness and paying it forward. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.